Hello friends, I'm sure most of you would have heard about the news of deadline for EPS higher contribution being extended twice in my channel as well as in the news media. In this video, I will try to explain how EPS works, its benefits and the impact of opting for higher contribution. My name is Raghu Kumar, a certified financial planner by qualification and founder of FinSim. Employee pension scheme is a defined contribution plan, and this is available only for members of Employees Provident Fund organization. Members should have completed 10 years of service and should have contributed for 10 years for being eligible for receiving pension. Member is eligible for receiving pension from the age of 58. However, member also has the option to defer the pension by 2 years, and it would result in increase in monthly pension by 4% for every deferred year. This is not a recommended option as the rate of return in this approach dips if the member doesn't survive for more than 25 years. On the other hand, member can request for early pension after reaching the age of 50. For every year of preponing, member will have to commute 4% of pension which he or she would have received from the age of 58. This is a recommended approach considering the present value of money calculations. In case of an unfortunate event of death of the member, survivors would also be eligible for certain amount of pension, which we will explain in the later part of the video. Currently, when EPFO deductions take place, employee contribution of 12% of basic salary would go directly to EPFO balance. Employer contribution of 12% is split between EPFO and EPS. 8.33% of basic salary, which is capped at 15,000 rupees, results in EPS calculation of 1,250 rupees. It gets credited to the EPS account and the residual goes to EPFO. Before 1st September 2014, this EPS contribution was on a maximum salary of 6,500 rupees. In addition to this contribution, central government contributes 1.16% of the basic salary of employee, which is again capped at 15,000 rupees. Subscribers now have an option to contribute higher amount towards EPS, which will help them in earning higher pension after retirement. If subscriber were to opt for higher contribution, then 8.33% of basic salary will be credited to employee pension scheme without capping on the basic salary. Central government will still continue to contribute 1.16% of basic salary. Here the salary will be capped at 15,000 rupees. Employee will also have to make an additional contribution of 1.16% of basic salary over and above 15,000 rupees. As the pension is calculated for the complete service period, choosing higher contribution now will also impact the past contributions. EPFO will calculate the contributions based on the basic salary for the past years, and the calculated money will be transferred to EPS along with interest earned on it. Similar to other processes, EPFO has streamlined the process for applying of higher EPS, and the same can be done through their online portal of EPFO or UAN. Deadline for opting for this option is 26th of June 2023. Till now, we spoke about the contribution side of EPS. Now let's look at the benefits and how it's calculated. For arriving at the monthly pension, we need to take the average salary of last 60 months and multiply it by the number of years of pensionable service and finally divide it by 70. Definition of salary here is basic salary plus DNS allowance. Number of years of service is nothing but the number of years the member has been contributing to EPS. We need to make a note of two finer points. If a subscriber has been contributing to EPS for more than 20 years, then while calculating the number of years of service, we need to add 2 bonus years. For example, if an individual has contributed for 24 years, then the number of years of pensionable service will be 26. This bonus is added only if the individual retires at the age of 58. In case he or she retires before 58, this will not be added. If an individual has not opted for higher contribution and sticking with the current deduction, then when we are calculating the pensionable salary, we need to calculate it for two periods. One is prior to 1st September 2014, where the maximum basic salary was 6,500 rupees, and post 1st September 2014, where the max salary is 15,000 rupees. Let's now understand the pension calculation for both scenarios with an example. Assuming Miss Aishwarya starts working in the year 2023 at the age of 25 with a basic salary of 40,000 rupees, and she intends to retire at the age of 58 after completing 34 years of service. Let's also assume her salary would be increasing at a steady pace of 8% per annum. Her last 60 months of average salary works out to be 4,37,285. In case she is not opting for higher EPS, then she will be contributing a maximum of 1,250 rupees on a monthly basis, and as per the calculation, taking into account bonus of 2 years, her monthly pension works out to be 7,714 rupees. However, the maximum amount which EPS pays is 7,500 rupees per month. On the other hand, if she were to opt for higher EPS contribution from day one of her employment, she will be eligible to draw a pension of 2,24,889 rupees on a monthly basis till her demise. One of the primary reasons why EPS was not considered while planning for an individual's retirement plan was a maximum amount of pension which one would receive, that would be 7,500 rupees per month. Now that this limitation is removed and individuals are entitled for higher pension, this is definitely a good option to consider while planning for retirement. This again is backed by the guarantee of the government, which makes it a good investment option also for retirement. While evaluating any financial product, we should always look at it from the rate of returns perspective and not just in terms of absolute returns. We will use the last example for calculating the returns and assume that the subscriber will receive the pension for 17 years. If an individual is not opting for higher EPS contribution, then the rate of return works out to be 4.21%. If an individual opts for higher EPS contribution, then the rate of return works out to be 9.7%, which is exceptional considering the sovereign guarantee it's backed up by. Longer the retirement period, higher is the rate of return in both scenarios. In case of death of the subscriber after retirement, his or her spouse and children will continue to receive the benefits. In case of spouse, widow pension will be provided, which will be at 50% of the member pension amount. In case of orphan pension scheme where both parents are no more, 75% of widow pension will be paid till they reach the age of 25. For children, 25% of widow pension amount will be paid to each child till they reach the age of 25. This is available for a maximum of 2 children. There is an exception to this rule. If the child is specially abled, then the pension is going to be paid for lifetime. One negative factor which we need to note here is that there won't be any lump sum payment in case of any of the above scenarios. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, now is the time. Please subscribe and click on the bell icon to receive notifications when new videos are loaded. Also request you to like, leave your comments on the video, which acts as a source of encouragement for me to come up with new informative videos for you. Finally, do not forget to share the videos with your near and dear ones and help them in improving their financial literacy. You can always reach out to me on the mobile number and email ID listed on the screen for a 15 minutes consultation without any obligation, and we would be more than happy to assist you with your queries. Thank you.